Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Joyce, George, and Karen. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm glad to hear that. We have a big class today. Is this really my class? I know, right? I know. But I always, as yoga teacher, I always know this, that it's always a, back and forth. I have sometimes like one or two people, and then I have like a big group, and I'm so happy to see everyone. I'm just making a note of all of them who are here because I might just forget. So if you have any props, like any blocks or straps, you can have them handy. We may use them. If you don't have them, that's fine too. We are going to use a chair or something for balance. I like that pink color, Karen, and it's matching too. That's nice, right? So anyhow, and I like Bill's color, so nice and bright blue. Oh, you got a new mat. Oh my gosh. Okay, so looks like a new mat. I'm gonna put a spotlight on me, so my screen, my square will be bigger, and I still can see all of you in the smaller squares. I have projected you on my big screen TV, so I can see all of you on a bigger screen on the left side. And another thing I just mentioned at the beginning of the class, today's meeting is recorded. So it was preset and it is recorded. The class is recorded. You don't have to worry about it. I think Meredith wanted to record it just to get an idea of how the yoga class is and all that. So she had set it already. So when I entered, it showed to me too that it is recorded. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, so we'll get started on the mat. So let's start lying down today. Okay, so let's start lying down. I'm gonna keep my chair here. Okay. I'm gonna lie down here on the back. And then keeping our feet as wide as the mat. Let's do a couple windshield wipers, just side to side. Just moving side to side. Just kind of loosening it. And you can do any of the movements which feel good to your body. So if you want to bring your knees into the chest and rock side to side, you can do that. Just start to loosen the lower back. Let the shoulders relax. And then once you feel a little more comfortable, and if you don't feel comfortable lying down, you can always start in a seated posture. You can always do seated, but I just thought we'd do a little different thing today. And then once we are here, we can either stay in constructive resting pose, which means I can keep my feet wide, knees can fall in, and arms can relax. And this is called as constructive resting pose. This kind of relaxes the deeper muscles. You can stay right here, keeping the knees bent. If you want to come in traditional Shavasana, which is traditionally relaxing pose, lying down, legs wide, arms away from the body, feel free to do that. And then take some time to really loosen everything, close your eyes, and start to bring your awareness to this practice. And that might take some movement. So we might lie down on the mat and our body still feels tighter. So welcome some wiggles and then release the tension, let the whole body relax completely. Closing your eyes, just start to observe your breathing. And welcome how it feels today morning. Every day is different, and sometimes if we are rushing to the class or did a lot of chores in the morning, maybe our breathing is a little rapid. So start to notice how your inhales, exhales are. And if they're shallow, just give it some time. Now bring your awareness to your exhalation. So as you exhale, try to suck that belly in. So keep your right palm on the abdomen if you want. That feels a little comfortable. You can observe the belly breathing. As you exhale, the belly sinks in. As you inhale, it expands. Gentle up and down movement. Just gentle rise and fall of the abdomen as you breathe. So just notice that changes. And let's start with 3 open mouth exhales. Let's take a breath in through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Very good. One more. Inhale. And let it release. Very good. Release completely on the mat. Let the whole body relax. Take some moment to repeat one positive thought here on this practice. So you came to this mat today, Friday morning, with some intention, some positive thought, maybe to get stronger, maybe to get more flexibility, get rid of those stiffness, tightness, maybe feel a little more balanced and relaxed and calm. So whatever you are seeking today in this practice, just repeat that in your mind. And then bring your palms together, rub the palms, and let's make a cup of our hands and place it on the eyes, just to feel that nice, warm, soothing effect. And then slowly release the palms, gently blink the eyes open, and we're going to slowly bend the knees. Now hug the knees closer, and then rock side to side again. Very good. Just start to notice how that back feels. And then come back to the center. Bring your palms on the knees and start to open those knees wide, bring them together. So open the knees wide and bring them together. So right knee moves to the right, left knee moves to the left. So we draw circles with the knees, opposite direction. Very good. Opening the knees wider and bring them together again. And the next time the knees come closer, let's open them wide again and opposite direction circles. Very good. Slowly come back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest. Very good. Now from here, exhale. Nose comes closer to the knees. Just hug yourself real tight, squeezing your abdomen. Let's stay here, 2 breaths. Very good. And then slowly release. Release the head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet on the mat. Bring your heels closer to the hips. Palms on the back. Press through the palms and feet. Lift as you inhale. Lift your belly up. Exhale, bring it down. Once again, lift your belly up as you inhale. Press through the feet. Exhale, lower it down. And let's do that 3 more times at your own pace. Now the idea is each time you want to lift your abdomen a little more. We start to mobilize those bigger muscle groups, tighter joints. Very good. And let's do that 1 more time with the pace of your breath. Very good. Come back to the center, release. Notice how that back feels, a little more released maybe. And now from here, let's stretch our right leg up, hold behind the right knee, and couple circles with the right ankle. So drawing circle with the right ankle, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Very good. Come back to the center, release, and let's take it to the other side. So couple circles, again, draw bigger circles with the left toes. Very good. Maximum range of motion, which means how much that joint can move naturally. You want to keep that movement active. The moment we stop using certain movements, those muscles which are involved start to get dormant. They stop moving. Very good. Keep it moving and then slowly release. Come back to neutral. Now again, stretch the right leg up. Keep your palms on the mat. Keep pointing through the right toes. Very good. Breathe. Keep reaching as if they're reaching to reach the ceiling. Now, if this feels too much for the back, slide that right palm under the right hip. Now, from here, keep pointing through the right toes. Lower the right leg all the way to the mat. And then once again, lift that right leg up. Very good. Once again, lower that right leg. And bring it back up. And let's do that 1 more time. Lower that right leg. And bring it back up. Very good. Bend the knee and right foot on the mat. Feel the difference on the right and left. Let's take it on the other side. Again, feel free to slide that left palm under the hip. Now take some time to really stretch that left leg. Keep reaching through that left toes. Very good. Breathe. And then slowly lower the left leg. Bring it back up. Lower the left leg. Very good. Bring it back up. Take your own time and do it 2 more times at your own pace. Very good. And then slowly come back, reach up, and then bend your left knee, left foot on the mat. You already feel some sensations in those leg muscles. Now from here, keep your palms on the mat and let's lift both the legs up. This might be a little more effort. Slide those palms under the hips if you want to. That gives a little support. Keep reaching through the toes. Keep squeezing the legs closer to each other. And from here, we are going to lower the legs all the way to the mat. Touch the heel and bring it back up. So same thing with both the legs. Once again, lower, touch the heel and bring it up. And we do that 1 more time. Very good. And then coming legs up the wall. Let's stay here. Breathe. Very good. Staying legs up the wall for 1 more breath. Nice. Gently bend the knees. Hug the knees closer. Rock side to side. Very good. Come back to the center. Release the feet on the mat. Now from here, let's take a spinal twisting pose. So let's bring our feet as wide as the mat. Open the arms at the shoulder level. Palms are facing up. Let the shoulders relax. So a couple times, wiggle the shoulders. So the shoulders are really connected to the mat. Now from here, my feet stay wide as the mat. Slowly drop the knees to the right side. Now if some of us don't feel comfortable doing this way, you can keep the knees closer and drop them to the right side. Keeping the knees apart gives a little different stretch. So just dropping the knees to the right, just like our windshield wipers. And then once you're here, turn the neck to the left. Spinal twisting. Feel the stretch from the left shoulder to the left hip. If it feels good, the right foot can go on the top of the left knee. That is optional. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to try doing that. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. The knees, the legs are lowered on the right side and you're turning your neck to the left. You're kind of squeezing those back muscles. 1 more breath. Nice work. And then slowly release. Feet on the mat and bring your knees back to neutral. Come back to neutral spine. And then let's take that on the other side. Lower the knees to the other side. Very good. Lower them all the way to the left. And then turning the neck to the right. Very good. And if you feel comfortable, left foot can go on the top of the right knee. Very good. Breathe here. Similar stretch you feel from the right shoulder to the right hip. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. I like these spinal twisting poses because they kind of stretch the whole back muscles. That helps to remove the tightness, tensions, improves the flexibility of the spine. Now from here, slowly release. Bring yourself back to the center. Release the arms alongside of the body. Bring your feet closer to each other and hug the knees into the chest again. Very good. Now press those thighs into the abdomen. Exhale, bring your nose closer to the knees. Again, wind-free pose. Squeeze yourself into a small ball. Very good. Let's stay here. 2 breaths. Nicely engages the abdomen. Very good. Slowly release the head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet on the mat. Couple breaths. Exhale it out. And notice now your exhalation may feel a little longer than the beginning of the class. Maybe your breathing has slowed down or maybe a little deeper than the beginning. Now from here, let's take 1 hip opener coming into supine pigeon pose. So stretch that right leg up, bend the right knee. Open that right knee out, and we are going to bring that left knee closer. You can always do this with a strap. If you want, you can send the strap under the left knee and hold the strap. Instead of interlacing the fingers, hold the strap closer. I'm holding the strap here, bringing that left knee closer, only if you want. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. The closer the left knee gets, the more stretch you feel on the right side. Supine pigeon pose. This is a great stretch for the hip. Very good. Let's stay here. 2 more breaths. And then gently release. Release the figure 4. So remember, if you're using the belt, we use the belt under the knee, which we are trying to get closer. So I'm going to show you on this side. Feel the difference on the right and left side. Let's take that pigeon on the other side. Now I'm making figure 4 with my left leg. So stretching that left leg and then making a figure 4 here. So I want to bring my right knee closer. So my strap goes under the right knee. Again, taking your time, bring that strap under the knee. And then I'm holding the ends of the strap. So that way my upper back is relaxed. How much ever I can. Very good. So I'm holding the strap, bringing the strap closer. So George, you want to take that strap under the knee. So whichever knee we are trying to bring closer, we've used the strap under the knee. Just so that we don't have to stretch our arms if it feels too far away and it feels a lot of work on the shoulders, you can just take the strap. Very good. Breathe. Stay here for 1 more. And then gently I'm going to release the right foot, release the figure 4. The pigeon pose sometimes gets confusing with right and left. So don't worry about it. We'll keep repeating this in the classes with the strap and without the strap. Now from here, we are going to come up into our seat tabletop position. So a couple options to come there. We can either bring our knees into the chest, roll on one side and just get up. If it feels good, you can even rock on the back, a little back and forth. If this feels good, you can do this. If you don't want to do this, just turn on one side and get up. All sort of fun stuff we do on the mat. Let's come into our tabletop. So whichever way you want to get up from the mat, come up, take your time, bring yourself into a tabletop. Now again, for tabletop, if it feels too much for your knees, you can either take a blanket or fold the blanket, get a little padding. If you want to use a blanket or a bed sheet or a towel, you can use that. Take some time, adjust your knees under the hips, fingertips, fingers, and palms under the mat, under the shoulders. So get that nice balanced tabletop here. Very good. From here, we're going to take our cat and cow breaths. I'm going to show you sideways. So let's take a stretch in the spine. As you inhale, stretch the spine lengthwise, chin up. Exhale, start to tuck the tailbone in, chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, curl the back. Very good. Once again, inhale, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, start the movement at the tailbone and the chin goes to the chest. Pull the center of the spine up. Very good. Now synchronize this movement with your breath. Cat and cow breaths, or it is also called as tiger stretch breathing. Just take your time and move with the breath. We don't have to rush here. Very good. Nice work, everyone. Let's do that one more time. And the next time you exhale, let's meet back in neutral spine. Now from here, we are going to stretch our right leg out. So open that, reach that right leg to the back wall and take that right leg all the way to the left side. Stretch that right leg, take it to the left. Turn from the left, look at the right toes. Very good, breathe. Stay here. And then gently, slowly come back to neutral. Now keep that right leg pointing to the back wall, opposite arm points to the front, coming into our balancing bird. Now the key here is keep staring at a point that helps you to balance. Very good, breathe. Nice work, everyone. Stay here. One more breath. Nice. Let's come back to neutral, tabletop. From here, let's stretch that left leg out. Now take some time to really stretch it out as if it's trying to reach that back wall, and then take it all the way to the right. So the more you stretch, it is also working on those long muscles. Take that on the other side, turn from the right, look at the left toes. Very good, breathe. Nice work. Slowly bring that left leg back to the center. Now take that balancing board on this side, opposite arm points to the front. Keep staring at a point. One side might feel a little wobbly. That's okay. Keep breathing. Nice. Let's stay here for the rest of the class. I'm kidding. Come back to tabletop. Meet back. That's not true, you know that. But let's take cat and cow breaths. Inhale, stretch, exhale, tuck the tailbone in. And let's do that one more time. Very good. Very good. Come back to neutral back. In the neutral back, we do one more stretch for the hips. So let's take spider legs. We have done this before. Left knee opens to the left wall. Bring it back in. Left knee opens to the left wall. Bring it back in. And you don't have to go too far. If this is a little awkward stretch, go as far as it feels good. Let's do that 2 more times. Very good. And then come back to the center. Now let's hold that stretch. Left knee to the left wall. Let's hold that stretch. Breathe. One more breath. And then gently release. Very good. Let's take that on the other side. Right knee to the right wall. Bring it back in. Right knee to the right wall. Bring it back in. 2 more times. Right knee opens to the right wall. And one more. Very good. Come back to neutral. Let's hold that stretch. Now let's point that right knee out, pointing it to the right wall, and let's hold that spider legs for just 2 more breaths. Yeah. And then slowly come back to tabletop, meet back in neutral, walk your hands to the knees, come back on kneeling. So coming into kneeling position. Reach up the arms, couple circles, clockwise, and anti-clockwise. So our wrists are screaming at us for staying in that tabletop for so long. So let's give them a little rest. And let's bring our palms to touch. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, stretch. So we're giving a counter stretch to the wrist. Very good. Reach through the palms, bring your palms just above the crown. So as if you're trying to reach the arms towards the back wall. It's a nice stretch into the upper back. Very good. Slowly release. Release. Relax the shoulders. Let's take our gate pose from here. Side bending pose. So right leg stretches out. And again, modification could be bending the right knee. If you want to keep it this way, or you can stretch it out, whichever feels good. Once you're here, left arm goes up. Very good. Right shoulder is relaxed. We're going to repeat the stretch. Okay. So inhale, exhale, side bend. Inhale, come back up. Once again, exhale, side bend, come back up. Let's do that 2 more times at your own pace. So the idea is just to stretch all these side body muscles. Very good. And the next time you come up, let's take a pause here. Keep breathing. Now the next exhale, let's stretch and hold that side bend. So again, doesn't matter how far you go. Make sure you're bending sideways. So your chest is facing front. You're not bending forwards. Very good. Breathe. Keep reaching through the left arm. 1 more breath. And then slowly release. Release. Release back to the kneeling. Feel the difference on the right and left side. Difference in the breathing. So side bending can actually pump up your breathing a little because you're using all these side muscles. Let's take it on the other side. Left leg reaches out. Again, take some time to really get stable here. Shoulders are relaxed. Again, your option of bending the left knee if you want. Once again, right arm goes up, stretch, bend on the left, come back up, bending on the left, come back up, and again, exhale and bend, come back up, and let's do that 1 more time. Very good, just stretching it out. Very good. Now from here, let's give a nice stretch. Exhale, side bend. Let's hold that stretch, breathe. 2 breaths here. One side is always challenging. So if I feel that I'm kind of curling in, maybe you want to back off and stay where you feel that your chest is open in the front and still feel that stretch. I'm still reaching through the arms. I'm still feeling that entire stretch. And then slowly come back. Very good. Release. Often that it's a misunderstanding that in yoga, everybody wants to go to the farthest extent. It doesn't matter how far you go. Very good. Now come back to tabletop. I promise this is one last time, hopefully. Fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. Knees are under the hips. Now we're going to take our downward facing dog from here, okay? So this is an inversion. From here, when you place the fingertips, fingers, and palms, less pressure on the wrist joints. Now curl the 10 toes in. Keep those knees bent and start to lift those hips up, pushing the hips to the back wall and then stretching the arms, stretching the legs out. So again, bicycling those legs, which means I'm pressing the right heel and pressing the left heel, taking turns. So just to warm up, stretch out those calf muscles, hamstrings, the muscles behind the legs, the back of the legs. Bicycling. And then once you feel a little comfortable in that stretch, keep lifting the tailbone, pushing the tailbone to the back wall. And the knees can be gently bent. If your heels don't touch the mat, that's fine. Keep breathing. This is called as downward facing dog. This is the nice inversion. Increases the blood flow to the head and neck region. Works on the back and the core muscles, leg muscles, and the arms. Very good, beautiful. Stay here, 2 more breaths. Nice, keep pushing those hips to the back wall. Very good. Now from here, you can either lower back to tabletop or you can look towards the palms and start walking towards the palms. Walking towards the palms, so feet come closer to the palms and we meet into a forward fold. And you can always go back to tabletop and just step forward. So whichever way you want to move. Once we meet in forward fold, let's grab opposite elbows, swaying side to side. Couple rolls with the shoulders, the neck is hanging, saying yes and no with the neck. And then when you're ready, start to press through the feet, slowly roll up in standing. Very good. Couple rolls with the shoulders. So when we're in that forward fold, the whole body is kind of pulling down. So you want to release the neck and the upper back muscles. Very good. Now we meet in standing. So we start with our mountain pose. So let's bring our feet as wide as the hips. So take some time to really place your feet under the hips. Lift the toes, press the toes, lift the heels, press the heels a couple times. And then I also like to roll it on the outer and inner edges. Now the idea is you want to place all the corners of the feet on the mat. So often at times this feels like, okay, it's not a big deal, but it is, because when you start to press through all the corners, you're going to feel that into the side muscles, the shin, the calf muscles, everywhere. So I want you to press through all those corners of the feet, stand nice and tall, so your lower body is nice and anchored, and bring that tailbone in the center. So you don't want your tail tucked out, nor you want it tucked in. You want to bring it in the center so you feel the lift from within. And then shoulders are relaxed. Now I feel my lift, inner thighs, my pelvic floor, everything lifts up. And then shoulders relax. Imagine your crown is moving up and your feet are pressing. So your spine is lengthening here. I really had people in my class who told me I feel taller after your class. And it's not a joke. Really, people feel that way. So you feel a little more nice stretch. Now stand taller. We are going to take 5 deep breaths. Exhale through open mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Long exhales. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times at our own pace. Eyes can be closed or open. Strong spine, tall spine. Very good. And 1 more. Very good. Come back to neutral. Slowly open your eyes if your eyes are closed. Now from here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Very good. Synchronize the breathing, okay? Inhale, reach. Exhale, release back down. Very good. Now the next time we inhale, bring your palms to touch. Press the palms. If it's too much to touch the palms, you can keep them parallel. Keep stretching through the arms. Now when I stretch through the arms, my shoulders are relaxed. Don't want any tension in the shoulders. I still feel that in my arms. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. And then slowly release. Very good. Let's take a little shoulder stretch from here. Let's tie our hands at the back. Now again, if this is too much, you can keep our arms in the aeroplane arms, like kind of stretching backwards and then hinging forwards. So little stretch to the shoulders. If you can interlace the fingers or hold the opposite wrist, you can stretch the arms and hold the arms with each other. Breathe. Just a little forward fold and just stretching. Arms are lifting up. Very good. Here or here. And then slowly come up. Very good. Does that feel on the shoulder? Do you feel it? A little stretch on the shoulder. I like when it stretches the front of the shoulder. Very good. Come back to center. Now from here, let's do one more shoulder stretch. This also works on the chest region. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. And one more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, cactus arms. Very good. Hold that cactus arms for 2 breaths. So I'm opening the chest. My elbows are bent and I'm trying to bring those arms open, wide open. Very good. Nice. One more breath. And then slowly reach up and release. Relax the shoulders. Let's leave them alone for some time. And let's work on the lower body. So you're going to start working on our chair pose today. As we did before, we are going to repeat it 3 times, holding for smaller durations. So you can hold it longer if it feels good on your knees. If this particular stretch doesn't feel good on your knees, if you have severe arthritic issues, then you don't want to do this pose because it's going to put a lot of weight on the knees. But if you feel comfortable, you can hold it for smaller durations. So that's what we are going to do today. Okay, so we're going to be in the middle. So let's reach our arms to the front and then bend your knees, coming into a chair pose, bringing your hands to the heart. Very good. Stay here, breathe. Shoulders are relaxed, hands to the heart. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Very good. And then bring your palms on the knees, slowly come up. Very good. Let's do that one more time. Reach up, sink into chair, bring your hands to the heart. Shoulders are relaxed. Very good. Once again, staying in this chair, breathe. Find your focus. Find your strength here. Whatever you do on the mat goes beyond this mat. Strength, focus, power. One more breath. Very good. Bring your hands to the knees. Press up and come back up. You can start feeling that into your knees and thighs now, isn't it? Let's do that one more time. Reach up, sink into chair, and hands to the heart. Once again, stay here, comfortable, nice upper back. All the energy is right here. Abdomen, thigh, and the knees. One more breath. Very good. Press through the knees and come up. Whoa. Sometimes I feel repeating is more powerful. Release. Very good. Let's bring our feet a little wide. Bring your hands to the knees. Sorry, to the hips. Hand couple circles. Very good. Just loosening it out, evening it out. So bigger circles. And then opposite direction. Very good. Come back to the center. Be back in neutral spine. Now from here, let's come into our standing tree pose. So one leg, tree pose, balancing pose. So we're going to start with our chair. You can always go near a wall or a table, or you can bring your chair closer. Yes. I'm bringing my chair on the right side. I'm going to stand on my right side to begin with, okay? So 2-3 things with the standing or balancing poses. You want to keep staring at a point in front of your eyes. And you also want to keep that strength into that leg. Before that, start with a nice balance alignment. Remember, we are putting our entire body weight on one hip. So you want to keep those feet under the hips, nice and wide, parallel. Lift the toes, press the toes, lift the heels, press the heels. Outer inner edges. So press all the corners of the feet. Now stand taller. I'm going to hold my right hand here on the chair. Left hand can go on the hips. When you're ready, left leg goes up. And then I'm opening that left knee. Remember, we did a lot of hip opening stretches. And then left foot can go across the calf muscles. You can keep it closer near the ankles, whichever feels good. Very good. Nice tall spine. Keep staring at a point. You can keep holding that right hand on the chair. Left hand can come to the heart, or you can reach up, giving a nice stretch. And if you feel comfortable, maybe the other arm goes off the chair. Maybe you tiptoe the fingers. Maybe if it feels good, bring it closer to the other palm and press the palms or interlace. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. Keep staring at a point. Beautiful tree poses, nice focus. Stay here, 2 more breaths. When you're ready, we are going to slowly release our hands first and then slowly release the leg. That's amazing. Everybody was holding that tree for a long time. I didn't want to move my neck too much, otherwise I would have just fallen off, but I saw that everybody was holding it for long. That's nice. So remember, the only thing important here is you don't want to keep that foot across the knee. You want to keep it either below or above the knee. So you don't want to keep it across the knee. That's the only important thing here. Now, once we are here, let's find our mountain again. Feet are under the hips. Feel the difference between the right and left side. Your right leg is screaming at you. Your left leg feels lighter. So let's take it on the left side. Holding onto the chair to begin with. Slowly lift that right leg up. Open that right knee out. Very good. This is a nice hip opener. So remember, when you start to open that right knee, left hip starts to come front. So you want to keep that strong left hip. And then again, hand can come to the heart, or you can reach up, whichever feels good. And maybe tiptoeing the other hand. And if you want to keep holding on to the chair, that's fine. You can still feel the length, still feel that balance. Or you can hold. Very good. Breathe. Stay here. 2 more breaths. And then very slowly release the hands, release the knee, and come back to neutral. Once again, let's take those hip rotations. Feet go wide, couple circles, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Very good. Keep moving. Very good. Nice work. Come back to center. Meet back in neutral spine. Very good. Now from here, we're going to take a wide leg forward fold today. So again, option of having the block. If you don't want to have the block, that's fine too. If you have the block, if you want to use it, you're going to keep it somewhere in the center. And I'm going to use the length of my mat, just that so that I don't slip on the floor. So you can do that. You can turn sideways. Take a wide stance here. Now, even in this pose, what I do is I use the reference line of my edge of my mat. So making sure my heels are in the same line. So I don't want to be standing somewhere awkward. So I want to stand in the heels in the same line. So my hips are in the same line. And then once I'm nice and tall here, I'm going to keep my block in front of me, under, in the center. I'm going to bend through the lower back. So number is fine. So bending forwards. Knees can be gently bent to start with. Okay, so from here, inhale, reach up, give a stretch, bend the knees, and then hinge through the lower back all the way down. Palms can rest on the block. You can keep your palms on the mat. Now, once you're here, just like that downward facing dog, keep lifting that tailbone up. Moving that crown to the mat. Very good. Breathe. So again, doesn't matter how far you go. Even with the knees bent, you can lift a little more. Tailbone lifts, crown reaches to the mat. Good. Breathe. Stay here. With each breath, deepen the forward fold. You can keep your palms wherever they are. If you want to modify a little, you can hold on to your ankles or big toes. If that's in your practice, or you can stay where you are. Good, breathe. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Good. Now when you're ready, bring your hands to the hips, press through the feet and slowly come up. How did that feel? I like that full stretch. Feels good, isn't it? Right? So now from here, let's do this. We're going to keep that same wide stance. We're going to take a twisting in this wide leg. Okay, again, as far as it feels good. Bring your hands to the hips. From here, I'm going to bend forwards halfway, which means I'm not bending all the way, just bending halfway so that my back is almost flat. Now from here, I'm going to let go my palms and maybe place my palms on the block or the mat. You can keep your fingertips on the mat. Now the idea is the back is nice and flat. Very good. And you can adjust the block somewhere under the shoulder so you feel nice and relaxed. So this is like kind of a tabletop position where you're all the on fours, but your feet are wide. Very good. Now from here, the idea is to stretch the tailbone to the back wall and my crown is trying to move to the front. So I'm stretching the spine lengthwise. Very good. Breathe. And let's take a twist from here. So I'm going to twist on the right side first. So walk your left palm to the center, twist through the right side and then open the right arm up. Very good. Right palm is facing the right wall. Very good. If your arm is falling back, bring it in line and twist from the spine. Very good. Keep breathing. Stay here. 2 more breaths. And then gently come back to neutral. So release that twist and again flat back. So again, coming into neutral spine, the back is parallel to the mat. Very good. And you can adjust the weight height of the block whichever way you feel comfortable. So some of us might feel the tallest height is better and maybe the lowest, whichever feels good. You might play with it a little and notice. Bring your right palm to the center, take it on the other side, twist to the left and open the left arm up. Good, breathe. Again, don't let the left arm stretch you a lot. Twist through the spine. 1 more breath. One side is always a little challenging. And then gently release. Come back to neutral. And then from here, slowly shift your hands to the hips. Press through the feet and slowly come up. Release the legs. Bring your legs closer. Wiggle through the legs. That's a lot of stretch to the bigger joints, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back to neutral. Close your eyes. I want you to just observe your breathing. Close your eyes and just move your awareness to which part of the body which is calling your attention. Is it the hips? Is it the back or the shoulders? Or the breath maybe. Very good. Now open your eyes and then let's lower ourselves on the mat. So let's come down into a seated posture. Feels good to sit down, isn't it? So I always tell in my class, closer to the mat is closer to Shavasana, where we are getting into that relaxation again, right? So let's come, release the legs, point and flex the toes. Very good. Let's come into our regular cross legs. So just sitting nice and cross legs. And once again, tall spine, couple shoulders, neck side to side. Very good. Let's move the neck to the left and let's hold that stretch. Good. And then slowly turn the neck to the right. So look over the right shoulder. Let's hold that stretch. And then come back to the center. Now let's move up and down gently. Very good. Nice up and down movement of the neck. Keeping your eyes open. Now, the next time the chin goes to the chest, let's hold that stretch. See if you can deepen that stretch a little. You might feel that into the back of the shoulders. Very good. And then slowly lift that chin up. And now let's reach the chin to the sky. Reach up. So it's stretching the front of the neck. I can feel the skin stretching. So reach through the chin a little more. And then slowly come back to the center. Very good. Now we're going to do a couple circles on both sides. Neck rotation. Gentle circles. Keeping your eyes open. And then opposite direction. And come back to the center whenever you're done. Very good. Meet back in neutral spine. Now from here, let's open our right arm out. Right palm is facing front. Let's take it all the way to the left and let's give a little stretch to the shoulder. Very good. Breathe. Here, one more breath. And then when you're ready, slowly release and bring that right arm all the way back and release. Very good. Let's take it on the other side. Left arm opens, palm facing front, and then take that left arm all the way to the other side and press on the top of that left arm. Just giving a little stretch. Just breathe. One more breath. And then gently release and left arm goes all the way back. Then release, relax the shoulders. Now let's release our legs. And let's come into our butterfly stretch. Bring your feet closer. Heels come closer. Interlacing the fingers. Now adjust your weight into the sits bones. So maybe wiggle a little more. And then once you're to the center, let's do some butterfly flapping. So just up and down movement. Very good. And that may not be very comfortable. You might feel that into the inner thighs. Very good. Now, once you're here, let's stop that movement and open the knees as much as you can. Very good. See if you can lift your heart a little more. So tall spine. Very good. And then exhale, hinge forwards. So you're going to hold this stretch. If holding this feels not good, you can always come back and just repeat it. So I always tell in my class, if you can't hold it longer, maybe you want to just come back and just warm up those muscles by coming back and exhale and holding. If you want to keep holding, feel free to do that. Very good. Stay here. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly release. Bring your knees in closer. Release the legs. Come back to center. Very good. Feel the difference. Now from here, we're going to come to the top of the mat and we're going to start to lower ourselves on the back. So squeeze the legs in closer. Arms are parallel. Back is nice and tall. Squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs closer to each other. And then engage the core. Keep your heart lifted and slowly lower all the way to the mat. Very slowly. Very good. And if this bothers your back, you can skip this part and just lower on the back. Engaging the core, little tightening of the abs there, and then slowly releasing all the way. Once we are here, legs go wide, arms away from the body. 3 open mouth exhales. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it release. Very good. One more time, inhale. Deep inhale, exhale, let it go. One more. And exhale. Very good. Come back to neutral. Now from here, bring your knees into the chest. And let's rock side to side again. Just like the beginning of the class. And this time when you're rocking side to side, notice how that feels. Does the back feel same or does it feel a little different? I like the yoga classes for one more reason is where we have a chance to introspect. We have a chance to connect and see how it feels in our own body, the difference we feel before and after. Come back to neutral, release the feet on the mat. From here, we are going to take a back bend, bridge pose. This is a nice complementary back bend. Bring your heels closer to the hips, palms on the mat. This time, we are going to hold this stretch. So press through the palms and feet and lift into bridge pose. So again, keep pressing through the heels, through the palms, keep lifting the belly up. Now, if you want to feel, if you want to take this in a relaxing way, you can slide up, log under and take a supported bridge. So if any day you feel less energy, you don't feel like holding it strong, then you can always have a little restorative pose. If you want to keep holding, keep pressing the belly up, keep pressing the palms and feet into the mat. Press through the heels, press through the toes. That engages the glutes, lower back, front of the belly, all the big group muscles. Very good. Stay here. Setu Bandhasan, bridge pose. Very good. Stay here for 2 more. Nice strength and nice focus, everyone. When you're ready, slowly start to lower the bridge. So very, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Release the upper back, middle back, lower back, and the tailbone. Close your eyes. Notice the changes. Feel the difference. Breathing changes, the heart rate changes. From here, bring your knees into the chest. Let's open into happy baby pose. So again, holding your big toes. You can hold the ankles or even behind the knees. And then opening the legs wide, rocking side to side. So whichever feels good. Holding the arches, holding the toes, or behind the knees. And then rocking, extending that massage. Very good. You're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. You're welcome to continue to rock, or you can find a little stillness. Very good. And then gently release, bring your knees into the chest. Hugging the knees. As you hug your knees closer, let's take a moment of gratitude for this practice. A moment of gratitude for this opportunity to connect with yourself, with your body, with your breath. Knowing that this body is much more wiser, stronger than we know. From here, let's release our feet on the mat. And let's come into our final resting Shavasana. So you can take any other relaxing pose which feels good. So as we started the class, we can always bend the knees, feet wide, knees fall in. So this is called as constructive resting pose. Arms and shoulders are relaxed. Traditional Shavasana in yoga is where you stretch your legs out. Legs are wide as the mat, arms are away from the body, palms are facing up. So coming into Shavasana or constructive resting pose, you can have a pillow under your knees. You can have a pillow for your head. Take some time to really relax and release, completely letting go. Let's take 3 open mouth exhales to release the whole body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Let it release. Sigh it out. Close your eyes. Let the whole body relax. I invite you to a guided relaxation. We call it as a deep relaxation technique. It's also called as a body scan, where I bring your awareness to different parts of the body and start to relax part by part. So to bring your focus to those parts, you can welcome some movements that gets your attention and then release those parts. With your eyes closed, I welcome you all to focus on your toes, your arches of your feet. Relax the ankle joints. Relax the calf muscles. Relax the knee joints and the thighs. Relax the hip joints. Let the lower body completely release and relax, as if your legs are lighter than the upper body. From the hips all the way to the toes, completely released. If you feel tightness into the glutes or the hips, bring in some movement and relax them completely. Bring your awareness to the lower back, lumbar spine. Relax the lower back, relax the middle back, and relax the upper back. Relax the back of the shoulders as if they're trying to reach the mat, to sink into the mat. Release the shoulder joint, the arms, elbows, forearms. Relax the wrist joints and the palms all the way to the pinkies. The entire arms are completely released and relaxed, as if the arms are much lighter, completely released. Bring your awareness to the front of your body as your chest and the abdomen rises and falls with the breath. Acknowledging the rhythmic up and down movement of the breathing. Knowing that each breath brings in more energy, more blood flow, more oxygen. And each exhale lets go everything which is not serving, releasing the toxins, the carbon dioxide. The up and down movement of the breath. Shift your focus to your neck muscles. Relax the neck muscles. Relax the jaw muscles. Maybe open and close the mouth. Moving the jaw side to side to release the tension in the jaw hole. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Bring your awareness to the facial muscles, relaxing the cheeks, the chin, ears, nose, eyes, and the forehead. Let this relaxation go beyond the forehead all the way to the crown. The whole body is completely released, from the crown to the toes. Complete surrender. Complete relaxation, completely letting go. without disturbing this peace and calm and relaxation. Without opening the eyes, start to wriggle the fingertips and the toes, just to awaken the physical body. Be aware of the sounds, the light. Whenever you feel ready, slowly bringing the legs closer, arms closer to the body. And maybe bending the knees, hugging the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Welcome any movement which feels good, maybe a full body stretch as you stretch the arms. Then when you feel ready, you slowly roll to the right side. Make a pillow of the right arm. Staying on the right side for just a couple breaths. And when you feel ready, slowly push yourself into a comfortable seated posture. So take your time to come into a comfortable seat. Eyes can be closed if it feels good. Find a comfortable seat. Little couple shoulder rolls to just release. Neck moves a little side to side maybe. Then come back to the center, find a stillness, bring your hands to the heart. Reminding of that one positive heart, positive motivation which brought you to the mat today. Strength, the focus, the power, the concentration, or maybe finding a little peace, slowing down, balance, a mind-body connection. Whatever you're seeking in your practice, let that intention, let the benefits walk with you beyond this mat. Bringing your hands to the third eye or eyebrow center for healing thoughts, hands to the lips for healing words, and hands to the heart for healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you all in your practice today. The light that shines in me salutes the light that shines in each of you. Namaste. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. You all did great today. Nice balance with the tree. Thank you for joining.
And for the trade.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day ahead. Have a nice good weekend. I'll see you next week, same time. Bye.